Welcome one and welcome all to the inaugural Daily Sports YouTube video. If you're watching on TikTok, please go and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. We're here and we're ready. Finally. Listen, it's not a good setup, it's not a great setup, but we're getting there. And hopefully at some point I will have a good setup. Hopefully soon, maybe even next week. But for now, the inaugural video. We're going to keep this one short, about 15-20 minutes. We'll see how long we talk, maybe even shorter. Right? But today's topic, since we are on March Madness, college basketball, the pinnacle of American sports, as a Michigan fan, no better person to talk about than Yaxel Lendeborg and the Michigan Wolverines. This video is recorded at nighttime, obviously, as you guys can see, but it will be posted most likely tomorrow morning. But to get us started, if you know me, you know the rules. Crisp Diet Coke, not sponsored by the way, for obvious reasons, since I'm not famous. But Diet Coke, if you somehow see this, please sponsor me. Now to the actual video. I thought I wanted to keep this one simple and short. Just to get us started. Also, I can't take a 40-minute talk in my car, especially since my car will probably turn off and I have to hit the gym. So, what better way to start than talk about Yaxel Lendeborg? The Michigan Wolverines are on fire, and they have been the whole season. One of the best teams in the country, if not the best team in the country. But they do have flaws, and they are beatable when those flaws occur, such as Elliot Cadeau's point guard play. If Elliot Cadeau is not there, then the guard play is basically disappearing because Namari Burnett has been valuable in about 2 years, and Roddy Gale is good for maybe 10 minutes of the game. Other than that, Trey McKinney, he's doing his thing, but freshman can't do it all on his own, especially Trey McKinney. But my thing is, with Yaxel Lendeborg, and he's not going to see this, but if he does, and if he sees it before Friday's game, Yax, please start the way you finish. Start the way you finish games. Please, I beg of you, please. Start the way you finish games. Yaxel Lendeborg, if you watch any Michigan basketball game, basically plays the whole, let's say, 30 minutes of the game playing nonchalant. Just call him as he likes, call him cool and collected, but just imagine for me what Yax would do and what the Michigan Wolverines would do if he started right away from the very beginning. I love Yax. He's automatically, already, bona fide, my favorite Michigan player of all time. If he wins a national championship for us, one of the best Michigan players of all time. But look, my problem is the way he starts games. Yax needs to right away from the start. Yax needs to act and know that he is a top 5 player in the country, one of the best players in the country, and once he starts acting like that, then Michigan's gonna start winning by 30 even in the tournament. Now, obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit. He's not gonna win by 30, but you guys get what I'm saying. What I need from Yax, and I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna try to be as clear as possible. Start the way you finish. Yax dropped the other day a calm about 23 points. That was playing just the second half. If you ask me, he just played the second half. Now imagine if he started that way. He could have got 30 plus. Now I am obviously not saying, because that is too much, but I am not saying he is at the scoring level of a AJ DeMonsa, of a Darius Acuff. Those guys have different level bags. Those guys drop 30, 35 in their sleep. But to say Yax can't drop 30 would be outrageous. And to say he can't do it on a nightly basis, to me also seems outrageous, because I don't think there's a guy in the country that could stop Yaxel Lendeborg, especially when he's on top of his game. And what helps Yax out are the big bodies of Morez Johnson and Adai Mara, who both have been huge for the Michigan Wolverines, especially as late, especially Adai Mara. Shout out Adai Mara. What a player. Please come back next year, you and Morez, run it back. But that helps him out. And then Elliot Cadeau, when Elliot Cadeau is playing the way he's been playing the last 2 games, specifically the last 2 games, Michigan are unstoppable, and it helps Yaxel Lendeborg. And it helps Yaxel Lendeborg be free. That's the main thing people don't understand. It helps Yax be free, to go and play free, to play his game. Why? Because he doesn't have to worry about the other 3 guys. But the main point of this video is that Yax is one of the best players in the country, one of the most unstoppable players in the country. But he needs to do that throughout all 40 minutes. I don't want to see, and I love Yax, I don't want to see him start off a game so slow. Because when you play a team like Alabama, and I'm hoping this doesn't happen on Friday, but when you play a team like Alabama, and you start slow, call it wraps, it's over. It's over, shut the whole program down. Because then Alabama's up 30. Alabama's already up 30. Arizona's already up 30. Darius Acuff already has 25. Why? Because you started off so slow. And with high-scoring teams like that, you can't do that. Okay, we cannot rely on a Daimara to start with the first 15 points of the game. For Morez Johnson to start with the first 10 points of the game. Okay, with Elliot Cadeau hoping he hits his 2 deep threes to start the game. We can't start like that. We cannot start like that. So the one thing I hope and I wish for Friday and for the remaining games is that Yax starts the way he finishes. Because we already know Yax is a top 5 defender in the league. He might be the best defender in college basketball. What player do you see defending the number 1 player? First of all, every single number 1 player on every team, doesn't back down every single game. If you can tell me, let me know. But I don't know. But we need that every single game from Yax. Because again, you see what Yax does. We see what Yax does. Dusty May said it the other day. He dropped an effortless 24 points. Effortless. I didn't even know he had some of the points. I'm sitting next to my boy. I'm like, when did he have 20? But that's how good he is. That is how good he is. But it needs to be there for all 40 minutes. And once he starts doing that, I'm saying once he starts doing it like it's the beginning of the season, if he does that on Friday and for the remaining games, Michigan's going all the way. Michigan's winning the whole thing. They already look dangerous. We're shooting 60% from the field. Now imagine Yax adds the start of the game to that. Now Yax is dropping 30 plus. Now we start off on a, let's say, potential 10-0 run. We're already up 10 by 5 minutes into the game, right? We're already at 15, 5 minutes into the game. And we're an elite defensive team. So now it's smooth sailings. But I just need that from Yax. I need more from Yax. Because again, once Yax does that, then everything starts becoming easier. Now people are worried about Yax. Now that opens up space for a Daimara right down there in the paint. Now it opens up for Morez Johnson to get his bully ball going. Now it gives Elliot Cadeau maybe a free 3-pointer. Trey McKinney, a free 3-pointer. Namar Burnett hasn't been hitting it at a high clip, but can still hit it consistently. So that's just what I want to see from Yaxel Lendeborg and hopefully the Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue, baby. Big game on Friday. Beat Bama. Listen, if we beat Bama on Friday, we own them in all sports. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it argue with your mother. But other than that, hopefully soon I'll be having a better setup. I'll have, hopefully, at least a mic and stuff. I'm telling you, a better setup. Hopefully a podcast coming on. Hopefully a couple more videos coming through. But other than that, Daily Sports, baby. We here. We trying to take over. It's your boy Musa. See ya.